Hey guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to your channel. Welcome to our channel. It's our channel because it's the information that you guys deserve and want. Today's episode, really, I did one earlier on today, but the reason why I'm doing an episode right now is because my good friend Rocky is fallen unwell, and from what I can gather has been taken into hospital by Jamie. Now, I haven't heard that from Jamie or Rocky, although I have texted both of them to get some information. I haven't phoned either Rocky or Jamie because I don't want to push them if they wanted to come on, and or they had the if they felt that it was appropriate to come on and speak to you guys, then they would have done, but obviously something has happened. So yeah, if somebody knows something that I don't, then feel free to stick it into the comments. But at this moment in time, I'm just speculating by listening to what others have said. Normally, if Rocky had the strength, he would have come and let me know and said, Tony, can you hold the fort for me and just sort of see what's going on? Because me and Rocky had a plan today that we were going to come on and do a collaboration with regards to wealth management, and where we can go to get successful in life, and where we're going to go and all the rest of it. So when I woke up this morning, that's what I was expected to do, but then Rocky messaged me saying, Tony, sorry, I can't help you today, I'm really sick. And then I've heard on the Discord that Jamie has taken Rocky to hospital. So I don't know how true that is. I have sent Jamie a text message, so I'm just waiting for Jamie to come back to me and let me know. So there you go. So that's all I know and all I can sort of kind of give you guys for now. So we are all apes mostly. Most of those that follow Rocky and Jamie, you're all part of the GME and AMC community. And now I don't profess to be on their level of experience when it comes to GME and AMC. However, I have been on the bandwagon for some time now and own shares in both of those companies, and I've been following them intently. So I'll do my best to go over what it is that I know and go over the charts and what it is that I can see. And market opened obviously not too long ago. And I was expecting AMC to go down, but I was expecting GME, if anything, to open up with a little bit of a gap and potentially start moving to the upside. But I can break all that down as we go into the charts in a moment. But I'm just going to get onto the chat because I can see people starting to talk, and I just want to read the chats because we might be able to find out some information. Jay says, "Hey Tony, hi." Jay says, it was suggested I change my display name. So who are you, Jay? And do I know you, J.A.? Jay, I am not a cat, says, hi, Tony. Katie, found you. Morning, apes, rockies, and rocketites. Rocketites, I like that one. Hi, Tony. Thanks for standing in to entertain me and us, says Ape Huddle. You are most welcome. And Kame says, Tony, finally going to answer the question of what happened to Tower 7. Yeah, spoiler alert, a giant building fell on it. Yeah, so those of you don't know, I'm not really into conspiracy theories, but this book was given to me by somebody, and so I was just going to stick and tag on the end of every single episode of mine in my own chat, which is doing okay, getting some subscribers. I started a couple of months ago. So we dealt with 9/11 a couple of days ago, and we dealt with Adolf Hitler, of all of the nasty people that have ever walked the earth. So yeah, we did him earlier on, but he was only a page, so he wasn't worth anything. So piece of scum. And the next one, which I won't do today, it'll be on tomorrow's stream now, is AIDS. Apparently there's a conspiracy theory about AIDS, and yeah, so I'll be talking about that tomorrow. Lovely topics, eh? Nothing but some positive news, you know, to start the day. So there we go. Same, liked, cool. Okay, so stepping by to say hi and support, says Epiphany. Epiphany, you are a diamond. You are a diamond. Speaking of diamond tips tonight, says thanks for hopping in on the stream. You're welcome, guys. Bing, BNG, the likes are wrong. Cool. Okay, so let's have a look at everything, which reminds me, can we get some likes onto this channel, because we've got 14 viewers and only a few likes. So the likes are encouraging and spur me on and infuse me with energy to be moving on. Now, at the minute I've got Rolls Royce up, so we don't want Rolls Royce. At the moment, we want GME. And whilst I've got GME up, I also want to get some information on GME. So while I get that information up, just need to find where that information is. Came from him, I believe, and it is speaking about. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's open up a few tabs, because with tabs comes information. We'll open up that one, and we'll open up GameStop. No, not Bloomberg, just GameStop. That'll do. .com. Cool. Okay, so let's start with the charts first. Okay, I got some Rolls Royce this morning. Did you really? That's good. Good for you. I think Rolls Royce is going to start going up as we're coming out of lockdown. The world in general, obviously Rolls Royce make all the engines for the Boeings, and a lot of them have been grounded now for a year, 18 months, been grounded and not being used. And these commercial aircraft need servicing more so than cars. I think it's every 6 months they need a massive overhaul, every 6 months. Yeah, so they end up having big contracts, and Rolls-Royce end up going in and looking after all of their Rolls-Royce engines. So yeah, Rolls-Royce do all of the Boeing engines and a load of other stuff for NASA, and yeah, it's Air Force engines. They do everything. They're massive. And just people think of them as cars. Chris K says, whoop, what's up, Tony? So yeah, got more people in here today. So as soon as I find out any information, I will let you guys know. I am continuing to look at my phone. I messaged Jamie about 5 or 10 maybe 10 minutes ago, and I'm sure Jamie will come straight back to me as soon as we know what's going on. Nuclear engines 2, says Ape Hoddle. Nuclear engines 2. I can't comment on that one, but if you say they do, then I'm sure they do. If it's an engine, I'm sure that Rolls-Royce do something to do with it, because they are the world's best. And they're British. They're British. My stepdad worked for them for 25 years and then got made redundant under a lady called Margaret Thatcher, who was one of the prime ministers of the United Kingdom and messed everything up. Okay, so GME. What I've got on here is something called a pitchfork, and pitchforks use highs and lows, along with Fibonacci divisions, very similar to how the Fibonacci fractions are worked out when you draw your fib lines, right? And so you'd normally do your high, your low, and then you'd find a area of previous highs as your anchor point. Now, as I move this anchor point, you can see, if you look over here, you see the trend lines moving up the way. So I go to this high here, which is there, and as we come away, we can see that the pitchfork has been respected on many occasions. We've ended up coming up the way here quite nice and accurately. We broke it, come back up, and now I'm expecting to get a little bit of resistance before we reach the all-time high. I approach the chart slightly different to Jamie and Rocky, and so the ways that they've been kind of charting things out, whilst we're both bullish, when I say both, I mean all three of us are very bullish. the way that I am looking at this is that we've potentially got a massive W pattern starting on the chart here, where we've got that part of the W and then the second part, right? With the W pattern, what you end up happening is you have a measured move off of a W pattern when it breaks out, and the breakout would be about here. This is where the breakout would end up happening. So you get your measured move, which I've just got this stick here. Well, let's delete that one. The measured move is here, because it was something that I drew in earlier. Yeah, so you kind of get where your measured move is from the bottom of the W to where your breakout is, and then you can move it to where your breakout is, happens to be, if I bring it down, and then that'll tell you where your price target is going to be. So hang on a minute, let's go into there. So from there to there, and then from there to there. Yeah. So your breakout would end up being there. So the price target would end up being from the breakout of the W. The price target would end up being. Sorry guys, give me a sec. Would end up being approximately. Well, just so happens to be where the previous high was, which works out nicely at $479 if this W pattern ends up taking place. Now I've got the area of that taking place on the 31st of August, and the way that I ended up working that out was that it was 59 candles or 59 days from where we ended up having this high to the middle of the W pattern, right? Think of it as an upside down or a right side down pair of boobs, if you like, where the cleavage kind of finishes. You've got this, where it ends up finishing is where the breakout would happen on the right side of your boob, right? And there's 59 candles, 59 days from this point to this point. Now, if they're an even set of boobs from the cleavage to the right hand side of your boobie, then what happens is then it would work out that the 31st of August is when your boob would end up completing, right? Okay, so yeah, the way that I view the charts are clearly perverted, but the 31st of August is where I'm expecting to see some major highs. Now we might end up getting some major rally up, and then end up finding that we come we end up coming up and then over, and then we find in that we end up getting support. Sorry, that was supposed to be a straight line. That we end up finding that we're getting support at here, and then we kind of move along sideways and then up the channel of the pitchfork, or not. So it's just we just have to wait and see. But that's where I'm expecting us to go, kind of midterm. So we're talking a couple of months there. By the time we end up getting to that kind of area. While I'm doing this, I'm just worried about Rocky, and I really want to know what's going on. So if you guys know anything, then please do let me know. Okay, so that's it. Right, medium term. So that's medium term. Right, short term, where we're expecting for it to go over the next few days. If any of you are trading this, I don't know if the majority of you guys are traders, or are you guys just hodlers, diamond hold, kind of just holding on to it. If you're just holding on, then that's fantastic, because obviously you can see where the prices are going to go towards the end of the month, sort of September. According to my sort of TA, we're going to end up going up and being over double where we are now, even almost 3 times as much as where we are now. So which will be good. It'll be exciting for us to go back up there, but we'll be going up there because GME deserves to be up there, not because we've been pushed up there by hedge funds and Reddit groups. We'll be up there because GME deserves to be up there, and we as shareholders, we deserve to be rewarded, because just as this could be seen as a roller coaster of a literal roller coaster going down, up, down and rounds and all the rest of it, this is our emotions that are potentially messed with. If any of us are over leveraged, not from a leverage point of view, but just maybe we've got them on credit cards, maybe we've got our shares out on getting loans or whatever, then as we see prices doing things like this, it does mess with our emotions. So we're always looking for something to try and assuage our fears and worries and all the rest of it. And the fact that we've held on to the diamond hands and the apes and all the rest of it, the fact that we've been like lunatics, apes, the fact that we've held on this long, we need rewarding, and I do believe that Matt Furlong, the new CEO of GME, is actually taking that quite seriously. The fact that we've got these diamond hands and that we need rewarding somehow to know that. Yeah, well, I'll come on to that in a second. Let's just get over to the chat. Epiphany Jones says, stop in to say hi and support. So thank you, Epiphany. Same and liked, thank you. Bing bang, the likes are rung. Got some Rolls Royce, that was good. What's up, Tony? Says Chris. Ape, so he did nuclear engines, right, this is where I got to. So I bought some Rolls Royce, a bit more expensive, but definitely a longer play. Hoddle, I agree, Jay. Dead Money All Stars says Tony to 1k subs. That would be nice. Tony to 100k subs would be even better. It'd be lovely. I think I've got 150 subs at the moment. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of just seeing how it goes. Just enjoying being here and part of the family. Is what it is. The Dead Money All Stars says Rocky messaged me on DC to say he's okay, in pain, but got meds. That's lovely to hear. Thank you for updating us on that. That's nice. That's nice. Peter Hewer, another friend of Rocky's, like we all are, says hello, Tony, old man. Just to let you know, this Peter Hewer is a bit of a dark horse, a bit like Black Beauty. He's a bit older than me. Okay, Uncle Peter. Still waiting for $140. Yes. So Peter's line of speculation is this actual Peter Hewer chap here. He's got this line of speculation, which wouldn't go too far amiss if we do end up coming down to this line. It wouldn't invalidate the W pattern. If anything, it would just make the move stronger. The MACD histogram is starting to come down and starting to go a different shade of red, going to more like the orangey pinky kind of color, ready to go green. So yeah, we've been in the red for quite some time now, and yeah, so as the price is going up, we're coming down to this oversold mark, which is it could be looked at as being bullish. Okay, Jamie doing his scheduled stream at 16:45. Which is in about 7 minutes, which is fantastic. So that's good. So you guys can go then. So at 16:45, I will sign off and let Jamie take over the chat. So that'll be good for you guys, and it'll also be good for me. Fundamentals of GME are on a 7x, 10x earnings on the Economist. Business puts it close to a 1,000k. Off the top of my head, says Dead Money All Stars. Cool stuff. Yeah, so that's GME. So just looking at the Moonjam, this is going to be happening tomorrow. This is when it starts. So what is it? You guys probably know already, but for those of you who don't, I'll just take you through it. It is so the Moonjam Festival is a month-long summer event. Celebrating the amazing summer nights we all know and love. All month long, spend the hottest days of the year inside the cool Mine Hut lobby as we transform it into a continuous perfect summer night. Moonjam kicks off on July the 20th with a special in-game concert event featuring AJR, brought to you by the DTS Sound Space in collaboration on the 52nd anniversary of the first lunar landing, which I didn't realize it was 52 years. Wow. Then the fun continues all month long with the games, events, and more until the Mine Hut lobby, which is great. So there's an interesting thing here is that he has bought in. I can't remember where it was that I've seen it. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. It's this one here. This is what I was saying. I wanted to bring up a few different tabs. Here we go. Here's the tab. Right. Boom. Let's open him up. Right. So GameStop is hiring. So this is since Matt Furlong took over. No, I don't want any of that. No. No. I don't want anything like that. I don't want anything like that on my PC. No. 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 Let's try that again. GameStop is hiring a new SEC Nope. I can't help thinking that I'm going to end up getting a virus if I carry on messing around with this sort of stuff. GameStop is hiring a new director of SEC and financial reporting who will oversee the equity process, including tasks related to stock-based compensation, equity roll forward, shares outstanding, and circulation of base diluted EPs and etc. Bullish. So amid all of the mod drama, dates, hype, and other distractions, I guess no one has noticed that one of GameStop's most interesting new job postings is for a director of SEC and financial reporting, which could indicate that GameStop is about to get a lot more serious about SEC engagement and shareholder protection by devoting an entire full-time 100 to 150k a year position to the responsibility. The new hire will be responsible for monitoring SEC developments to identify the document to potential new impact of new pronouncements or other authoritative guidance and manage the implementation of the related disclosure requirements. Most intriguingly, the position will oversee the equity process, including tasks related to stock-based compensation, equity roll forward, shares outstanding, circulation of basic diluted EPS, including the evaluation and the dilutive impact of equity-based awards with performance conditions. The conclusion of the shares outstanding in the job description will probably routine, but might also be interpreted to imply on up-and-coming effort to rein in or otherwise grapple with the problem of naked shorts, FTDs, CFDs, etc. In addition, calculation of basics diluted EPS is directly related to the potential issuance of shareholder dividends and or merger, as discussed below. So the point there is that GameStop, and this is where I was saying that Matt Furlong is taking the role seriously about rewarding us as shareholders, saying that what we'll do, these guys have held on to these shares through all of the emotion. I mean, he himself has come from a background in massive business. He was with Amazon for 2 years as one of their executives. So he's come over to GameStop now, knowing full well what it's like when you're a shareholder and going through the roller coaster of knowing what your value is, what your worth is. He's now been given his shares as CEO. Now the shares have been given to him. He can now start pushing up the price of the shares, and to do that, and I almost see it, whether correct or incorrect, I almost see it that he's turning around and rewarding the apes and the community of GameStop by saying that I'm gonna hire this guy who's just responsible for making sure that at least there's somebody there that's going to try and stop this short squeeze from happening constantly and this roller coaster happening, so that you haven't got to deal with it all. I don't know how they're going to go about doing that and quashing this Reddit stroke hedge fund fight and battle. But if there's anybody that can do it, then it's going to be somebody underneath Matt Furlong's what's the word I'm looking for? Guidance, yeah. Because Matt Furlong is an amazing guy. If you've only got to look at his history and where he's been and what he's done with his life, he's a really incredible guy. Okay, so let's have a look at the chat. Fundamentals of GME. So we've done that. Cheers, Tony, for running us through that, by the way. Okay, coolio. So that's it, really. So that's sort of GME. And with regards to AMC, I'm just looking at the time. So Jamie will be coming on shortly. I guess you guys will get the ping coming up saying that he's online, and when he is, I'll see the numbers all wane and dwindle as he does come on, and then he can also give you an update as to what's going on with Rocky. So that's what I see with that, and where we're going with regards to GME, why I'm seeing it, the oversold, the MACD, everything is all there. In that line as well. Tony Wright, very nice of you to provide the stream. I will have to check back again. I have subscribed and hope to enjoy the efforts again sometime. Thank you. We'll be off to trade spotting when he starts. I understand that, Katie. Thank you very much for that comment. That was really nice of you. Thank you. Ape Hoddle says the same. That's kind of you too. All right. Anything to try and smooth things over? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so AMC, much appreciated, says Ape Huddle, cool. AMC, so I got this turnaround, which I saw happen before we came down to this kind of area. I'd put in this purple box saying that AMC could very well turn around, come down here, and then have a V-shaped recovery. And now, if I get rid of the candles, which can sometimes, not right, that can sometimes confuse things, whilst for professional traders and people that are used to seeing them, they're a godsend, because candles give us a lot of information. They tell us a lot of information. Sometimes it's good just to turn and put it onto line, because then you haven't got any noise or any extra information that you don't need if you just want to look at where price is. And so having the price on as a price instead of looking at candles and just looking at it as a line on a chart, you can see that we have come down. We did this V, and now we've come back in, and we're dipping our toes back into this this purple range, which is like a turnaround area on the fibs for us to indicate that we're going to get a turnaround. And that would be nice, because AMC deserves it. They've also gone through all of the same hassle and everything that GME have done. It's just that I see GME as being taking more of an active role in trying to make sure it doesn't happen. Whereas AMC, I don't really know what it is that they're doing. I don't really see much them sort of like, anyway. Is what it is. So yeah, the histogram on the MACD is turning around and changing colour, indicating that we might get a cross over here coming shortly, which would be nice as we hit this and start getting more of an upwards sort of swing. On this 200 period moving average, we are still in a bull trend according to that moving average just there. So will this turnaround be strong enough for us to allow us to be able to get this upwards movement? Maybe, maybe not. But we do have a lot of confluence to suggest that this is a strong area of support. We've got this area, this sort of well hole, this kind of like this backwards letter C, the kind of, if you see that here. So all this area here, all this is orders, buy orders and sell orders, which means you've got a lot of people trading in this zone here. Yeah. So if I move and just grab hold of a line there and do a horizontal line and bring a line in just about there, where that red line is a lot of support, where people are turning around and putting their buys and their sells in. Okay, so we can find that we'll get there's a lot of support just there. I can see the screen going up. What we got? Much appreciated, Dead Star. So cool. Okay. So there's the support, right? So AMC looking like we've got a lot of support there. We still haven't even come down and touched it yet. So whilst it is looking daunting, we are under this 50 moving average. We've still got a long way to go down if we're gonna just decide that we're actually in an official bear trend, and we're not there yet. So if you're a holder of AMC, I don't think we've got anything too much to worry about yet, and that new highs are definitely on the horizon towards the back end of the summer. So that's AMC, that's GME, and that's it really in a nutshell. Some of you might be interested in Bitcoin. I don't know what, we've got 16 viewers on here. I know Peter Hewer is on here, so he might want me to talk about Ethereum. Let me just get the candles back up again, because I like candles. Right. With regards to Bitcoin, if you look back in history with Bitcoin, is whenever Bitcoin doesn't do anything, it becomes kind of it becomes inactive. It goes sideways. There's not a lot of volatility there. You wake up one day, you go to bed the next day, and so you're only getting sort of 8 to 10% moves, throughout the course of the week. People tend to get bored of it very quickly because they can't make money on it. So then what they do is they start to sell their Bitcoin and start to buy altcoins instead. So then if you look onto CoinMarketCap, a website on CoinMarketCap, you'll tend to find that the top 10, 15, sometimes 20 altcoins end up making significant gains because people want that volatility. They want the excitement. They want to be on a roller coaster. And because you can make money on those rides. So it's possible that while Bitcoin continues to go sideways, that we can find that our Bitcoin dominance goes down the way and starts falling. So here we are. This is the Bitcoin. That's the CME. Hang on a minute. Bitcoin. That's the Ethereum dominance. BTC.D. Where are you? Might be quicker if I just type it in. It is on there though. BTC.D for dominance. Right, it's there. Look. So basically anything below 60 is classed as alt season. But once you've been in the alt season, as you start heading back up towards that 60% mark, all the alts start to bleed and start becoming quite bad. Yeah, so as Bitcoin goes sideways, and if this ends up sort of coming over and rolling over and start coming down, then we could find ourselves having an opportunity to buy some. That the altcoins that we have, we might get a second opportunity to make some money on them altcoins, make some gains, and then switch them over into into Bitcoin, ready for then that to end up going back up to wherever Bitcoin's going to go. Hopefully by the end of the year, which is where most people are thinking, is that Bitcoin's going to end up being well over $100,000 by the end of the year, and it's something that I also. Up until recently thought that it was going to be the case, and probably still do, but I'm less likely thinking that it's going to be the case now, as we haven't seen sort of Bitcoin do much. I think if we end up with another altcoin season, that I don't know, I'm just not quite sure where things are going to go yet with it all. Ethereum, and then I'll wrap it up because the numbers have dropped down to 11, so I can only assume that Jamie's on. I'll just quickly look at Ethereum for Peter Hewer and see where I think Ethereum's going to go down to or go up to and all the rest of that sort of jazz. Okay, so we've got a bit of a cross going on here. Yeah, okay, so that wouldn't be too clever, because that looks like it will be a death cross if it was going to happen. Histogram's coming down. Uncle Peter. Fibs. What are the fibs saying? Let's go from the bottom to the top. Right click, settings, bottom, take reverse off. And let's have a look where we are. Let's just pull this across from to there. So we're actually in that golden pocket, aren't we? The cross hasn't happened yet, although it is lagging, isn't it? It's probably taken. Well, no, there's no probably about it. It's taken into account this downwards action here is taking these downs, these big down movements into consideration, and that's what's given us the moving average. Whoops. The moving average there of where we're going, but we do have this point of control here. It's massive, so we've got a lot of support there. We're in this golden pocket for a turnaround. We've got some. Well, if it goes up there, then we've potentially got some bullish divergence taking place. But I don't know just what's going to happen with that histogram. This is why I think Rocky doesn't like to have the crossovers on the charts. Just have to see, buddy. Okay, guys, I'm going to turn around and say so. Everyone's saying goodbye. It looks like Jamie's on. Thanks so much again for standing in. You're welcome. Ape Huddle, Dead Money All Stars, Rocky's stream notification just popped up. Catch you guys later. Again, Tony, smashing. Great stuff. Guys that did stay on, thank you so much. And yeah, and it was good to be able to give you guys some entertainment at least. And now we can find out what's going on with Rocky, and hopefully he's feeling better. All right, guys, I'll leave it with you, and I'll sign out from this moment going onwards. Thanks.